What's going on, everybody? We are back for another Wednesday new comic book day video, day in the life video, whatever we even want to call these. Day is not as cram-packed as they've been feeling lately. Things are kind of slowing down a little bit since hybrid just ended. I don't have as many live streams until the next thing starts, right? So I have like a little leeway. I don't exactly know which comics are coming out today, but we're going to hit the shop, of course, like normal, grab all that stuff. I don't have to go to the gym today. I'm back on my normal schedule, so I don't have to squeeze that in either. It's pretty great, so today's a little bit more relaxed. But I am starting page 3, the comic series I've been working on with my buddy Jackson. He's a phenomenal writer, I'm not even going to lie. He's so good. His writing's very well done, especially for his age, too. He's a bit younger than me. And I'm excited. I really have faith in this. I believe in this. And I've been learning a lot just off these pages I've been working on, and there's a lot of stuff I need to practice, which is great. That's why I'm happy to do this. Yesterday, just didn't do it, but we're going to do that today. Got a live stream tonight as usual. It's Wednesday. I have to watch Invincible today as well. I am watching that before the live stream, so I'm excited for that. All right, I am actually behind. It is 11:08. The comic shop opened at 11. Usually I leave at like 10:45, 10:50-ish, whatever. It's like a 15-minute drive. I'll head out now, but I seriously lost my aux cord. I brought it with me to Chicago, and I don't know where I put it. That's why I'm late. Also, I got the outline, very rough outline of my panel layout done. I'll give you guys a scan here. That's all you get. That's all you get. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get to comic book relief. All right, just got back from the comic shop a little bit ago, from comic book relief, the best around. And I didn't get any footage inside. It was a pretty small week, so I was just kind of in and out. It wasn't nothing too crazy or exciting. I got this week, again, small week. But first things first, Transformers 31. Cannot believe it's at issue 31. So epic, so epic. Then we have this Web of Venom, right? Web of Venom, Scotty Young cover. Number 1, I might read it, why not? It's a number 1. I just wanted it because it was Scotty Young, and I thought the cover was pretty fun. I have a lot of Scotty Young Spider-Man covers that I'm going to hang up eventually. I just haven't got there yet. Then we got the I Hate Team-Ups cover, which is just, it's Dork number 3 with the with Gert on there from I Hate Fairyland. Pretty epic, had to grab that. And then another I Hate Team-Up covers with Spawn and Gert from I Hate Fairyland. This is also Spawn number 375, which is insane. They're 25 issues away from 400 issues. Props to McFarlane for writing it for so long. We got these. I am about to make food. Gotta go grocery shopping. So your boy is actually low on food, but I've been keeping up my protein intake. My calories have probably definitely been lower than they should be, but as long I'm still getting in protein, so it's not too bad, I guess you could say. And it's because we were out of town. So we were out of town. We didn't buy any groceries. We were like, screw it. We'll just get it next check. There's no point in wasting the money when we could just do it when we get back. Because a lot of the stuff that I get, that I eat throughout the week, is all fresh food by then, or by the time I get back, I won't be able to eat all of it because it'll go bad within the next week. Man, I'm debating on this burger, or you know what? Let's do burger with an egg on top. There we go. All the good news I've been getting about the story that I'm working on with Jackson. Now, I am working on Above the Slaughter with Logan. That story has been kind of not put on the back burner, but it's something that we know is going to take a while to get made. So we haven't done much writing, and plus me and him were both in Chicago and stuff, so you know, we haven't been able to sit down and write. But we're going to start writing back on that, I think tomorrow. Freedom. Every decision that gets made, everything that I do, everything that gets written in that story, it's 100% my decision. Logan's decisions as well, but like I went to him and was like, hey, I want to write something. Do you want to be a part of it? It wasn't like we should write this together. It was basically, I'm going to write this. Do you want to be a part of it? Because you like writing. I'll give you, I'll let you be a part of it. So if there's something that I want to do or want to put in the story, it's happening. Like it just is what it is. And we just make compromise together on how we both want it to go down, right? Like, okay, let's do this. Let's try this. And then, so, which is really fun. I think we're both enjoying it. But with Jackson, he's writing all the story for the most part. And then like, I'm basically sitting there while I basically go back over them with him once they're pretty much fully written, and then I just give feedback. Or I'll tell him like, maybe let's change this, or, let's try and think about this in a better way for like paneling, because it is a comic book. Things like that. And he's doing really well with all of it. He's already got issue 2. He wrote all of issue 2 basically without me. And then I went back and like there was like 2 things that we fixed. And then he's got issue 3 outline done. I have yet to go and read it. We're gonna do that Friday, which is super exciting. I'm excited. He's saying that issue 3 so far is his favorite one, and I'm excited to see what that's about. But 12 issues overall, 24 pages each. I'm literally working on page 3 of issue 1. And it's exciting, it's nerve-wracking, it's scary, it's all the above. I haven't drawn interior comics, quote-unquote, professionally ever in my life. So there is a lot of stuff I'm learning, which is great. And a lot of stuff I realize that I'm struggling on, which is great. Because it tells me, like, okay, you need to, like, figure this out. It's all problem solving, and it's going to make me that much better of an artist, which is awesome. And I'm doing these pages fairly quickly, you know, and as an interior artist, it is kind of like, you know, a page a day is kind of like the ideal way of doing it. I would love to get to a point where I'm knocking out 3 pages a day, but I'm not there yet. It will happen, easy. It'll happen, for sure. But yeah, no, I've never done interiors, quote unquote, professionally. So this is all pretty new, learning a lot of new things. But as a kid, all I cared about drawing was interiors. Like, I just wanted to draw comic books. That's all I did. I'd come up with a story and just draw all the panels, and I did that for years. I did that nonstop as a kid. I was always writing stories and pages, and I did that. I have stacks of them. None of them are good, of course. I was a kid. But like that's what I did like all my childhood, all the way up until like towards the end of middle school. I just drew interiors to comic books, and then I stopped. My art took a shift, and then I had to, you know, then I went back and like really did some, which you study forever and never stop studying art. But I started doing more studies, learning anatomy better, things like that, learning rendering, whatever, you know, developing a style. And I stopped drawing for like 4 years. I mean, I drew here and there, but like I wasn't drawing like I used to. Like I wasn't drawing every day, like all day. It's, you know. But yeah, so like my dedication to it and drawing panels and page after page after page is like literally nothing new to me. This is what I did my entire childhood. Other than skateboarding, when I started skateboarding, the art thing was still there. But like I said, my art style switched to like graphic designing, doing skateboard designs, stuff like that. So interiors and stuff kind of fell out, but I had never stopped writing stories. I never stopped any of that. I never stopped. I just did it on the side. I didn't do it as much. And now I'm at a point where I'm back to where I started, right? I'm back to my roots. And it's exciting because I'm doing it at a level that young me could never even dream of. Even though me now, I'm like, oh my God, this sucks. I want to be better. I want to be so much better. But that's my brain. That's how it is. That's why I'm able to be good at what I do. That's why I'm able to get better. It does suck. Sometimes you don't get gratification. Sometimes you don't get to finish a page and think, man, that's really good. Sometimes you do, you know? It just depends. And then I go back and I go, oh my God, I hate this. Or not even that. It's like, I should have done this better, that better, this better. I can see it, which is good. That means I'm evolving. That means I'm growing. It means I'm getting better. But it's definitely, I just definitely know that I can be way more than I am now. And that's how I am with everything. It doesn't matter if I'm talking about art or anything. I just always know I can always be better at it. Overall though, lots of exciting news, lots of connections happening. I have high hopes. I have high hopes that this story is going to be good. I am just super worried, which is funny. Jackson's the opposite. Jackson's like, holy crap, I got to make sure my writing is as good as your art. And in my mind, I'm like, no, bro, I got to make sure my art is able to tell the story that you're writing. Like, I got to be able to make sure that I'm conveying this. And that's what I fear, is that I'm not going to be able to do that. I think that thought process I have of fearing that it's not going to be able to convey the story is exactly why I think I will get it to convey the story, because I'll sit there and just keep trying to get it right, you know? I've seen a lot of art, and a lot of artists, and a lot of stories. And you can really tell which ones the person really cared, and you can really tell which one, like, the artist was just drawing and they think that they're like really good or whatever, and or maybe they just, I don't know. You can see the difference. I don't really think I have a problem, or I don't think visually I have an issue with telling a story. In my mind, I'm like, it seems fairly straightforward. Like, you know, you gotta choose what would be the best freeze frame in a moment and draw that, because that's what a comic book is. Every panel is just a freeze frame. It's just like storyboarding. Like, for example, Exquisite Corpses. Amazing story. I remember I read the first issue and my first thought was, this is just an outline for a TV show or a movie. I was like, this is all this is. This is just a storyboard. And that's a good thing. That is a good statement. That is not me undermining it. That is me saying this is great. And then it gets greenlit for a movie or TV show, whatever. So yeah, I called it. But I remember reading it and I was like, the story is really good. And the artist on it is really good too. I'm not hating, I can't remember the artist's name. I'm not hating on the artist at all. I read it. I'm reading the whole series. It's great. He conveys the story. It tells the story. It is there. But in my mind, I just feel like, I'm like, the art's a little lackluster. That's just me though, right? I'm an artist. I just look at things differently, like any other artist would. I just look at it and I go, it feels like it's lacking a little bit. And that's not hate at all. That's just how I see it. The art style is very modernized. It's very like electronic style or whatever. You know what I mean? It's the new age look. At least that's how I see it. I could be wrong. But no, I'm not hating at all. It's great. It all looks really good. But like, I see that and I think, all right, I think I have a good shot. I think I have a good shot for people to like my art. You know, people like this art, I think they'll like my art. Also thrilled to see what people think of it whenever it's out and people see the interior art and they see the way I'm conveying the story, what they say is good, what they say is bad, all that type of stuff. That's all exciting, but I'm more excited to see the evolution between issue 1 and issue 12. Like, I am doing a lot of different art styles throughout the series because it changes with each issue, has a different flair to it. Whatever helps convey that person's story, that person's feelings, is more important than the entire series being one consecutive style. At least that's how we're choosing to do it. I think that's fun. And but by the time I get to issue 12, I know there's going to be a complete shift in how I'm doing stuff. It's going to be a completely different world. The art is going to be 10 times better than issue 1. I'm excited to see what that's going to be. I have a feeling that by the time I get to issue 12 and I look back on issue 1, shoot, maybe even the first 2, 3 issues, there'll probably be a part of me that's going to be like, I want to redo these. Get this cheese to melt, and then we'll get this egg, sunny side up egg I'm going to cook. Throw that on there. This burger's going to be gas. I wish I had guac and all my other stuff, but won't have that until tomorrow. So C2E2 still hasn't let me down. We are still enjoying C2E2, even though it's been 2 weeks since then. I won a raffle. That's what I'm holding in my hand. This is a package here. I totally forgot that I entered this raffle randomly, and I'm pretty positive that's what this box is. All right, first things first is some figure, I guess. I'm not really sure. But super dope, super dope. Don't really care for this character much, but we got a Funko Pop. Heck yeah. We did get Ahsoka Tano, and this is from the anime, which is pretty cool. She's got like the thinner look with a lightsaber, so that's pretty cool. I like that. Or not the anime, but the cartoon. What I think is the coolest, and I'm definitely taking this out of the package and putting it up somewhere behind me, is this Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett, where he's on the throne from Jabba's palace. Or this says it's from The Mandalorian. I forgot they intertwined the shows. But super dope, actually. This is sick. Boom. Dude. Epic. Yeah, this is pretty sick. This is pretty epic. I'm not even going to lie. Boba Fett's one of my favorite, like, top 2 characters in Star Wars. So to have a cool Boba Fett display like this, definitely not upset about it at all. This is awesome. I'm super amped on this. Dude, yeah, C2E2, bro. Greatest thing on earth, I swear. We didn't end up streaming last night. My microphone, I don't really know exactly what's wrong with it right now. There's something happening. And then Logan's microphone. We went live. I was using a different headset. And then his mic, he just got his new microphone set up with an interface. And that screwed up all of our audio as well. So we just said, screw it, we're not streaming. So there was no stream this week. It's been busy. I've been nonstop. I'm working on panels. I'm editing a couple videos, editing this video right after I get done filming this. I've been working on interiors now, though I can't show too much of that. I am filming all of it. I'm filming every bit of it, all the behind the scenes, all of it's being filmed. And I'm just saving it all to a folder every day, every page that I do, talking about the process. So whenever the books are done and they're out, you'll be able to watch the entire creation of it, at least from my side. And I think that's really cool and exciting. I'm sure there's other people on YouTube that do that, but then again, I don't know if there's actually other people doing that or not. That's actually filming the whole process as it's happening. Yeah, so you guys get to kind of, anyone who's watching this now or in the future, you get to experience and read the story, and then you also get to come behind the scenes and experience the process that I'm going through creating this. And it's really exciting. Yeah, it's cool. But with that being said, I'll see you guys again next week. I have tons of videos dropping, so just keep an eye out. Literally have videos like almost every day, it feels like, coming out right now. Go watch all my C2E2 stuff. Keep an eye out for all the art stuff.